What's going on, dudes? Jason here with some kill confirmed on Meltdown using the Vector with laser sight. And I'm running some low kill streaks, some UAV, care package, and lightning strike because those are the only ones that I can achieve. No, I'm just joking. I've gotten some of the higher kill streaks, like I think the warship is actually the highest one I've gotten, but I've never even ran dogs or swarms. So, I don't know. A lot of people think they need to lower the kill streaks, but once they do that, man, then the game's just going to be dominated by them, and people are going to complain about that, and you're constantly going to be getting killed by them and all that kind of shit. So that'll be interesting to see because I feel like Treyarch will budge eventually, especially in team deathmatch and free for all. They probably will lower some of the streaks to let you achieve them easier than like 19 kill streak for Swarm. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to talk about this game a little bit. It's been a couple weeks now since I made a video. That's on purpose because I wanted to let this game sink in and see what still bothered me, what things I kind of got over or learned to like, or different things, man. I wanted to talk real quick about gun balance. I hear a lot of people complaining about that, but overall in this game, I think the gun balance is great. Like, I don't think you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage by not using a submachine gun. I would agree that the submachine guns probably are your best choice or your best option in this game, but I don't think you're completely at a disadvantage by not using one. Like, it might be the easiest guns to use, but I don't think that they're the only choice to do well. You know what I mean? Like some of the assault rifles, like I like the M27 assault rifle because it has a pretty high fire rate that can compete with a submachine gun. I guess your accuracy at like a distance or your range, I guess, decreases some as you would expect on an assault rifle because of the high fire rate. But I don't know, man. The M27 I really enjoy with like suppressor on it. The AN94 is pretty good, and then any of the assault rifles that are like burst fire or single shot. Once you unlock select fire and make them automatic, they can definitely compete because those are usually like some high damage guns, and once you turn them into automatic, it's pretty beast guns there. The light machine guns, I feel they're pretty good. I know a friend of mine that uses those all the time. I would prefer the LSAT, but he likes the LSW the most. I got a friend of mine that snipes a lot. Like, he really likes to use the DSR and the ballista. I think I've been using submachine guns the most, but I've actually been venturing out and using some of those assault rifles that I was just talking about. And I'm kind of liking those some. Like, I'm learning spots on these maps where I can use an assault rifle to my advantage. I feel like when the game was first out, I felt like I just constantly had to run and gun, and I was just constantly moving around, and that's why I was getting pissed off at submachine guns. But once you learn to take in your environment and actually use some of these things to your advantage, you don't have to constantly be running around, unless you're using a submachine gun and you want to be. But yeah, so like snipers, man, people complain about those. Like, they were easier to use in Modern Warfare 3, and I feel like there's more people complaining now, and I'm not quite sure why. But anyways, let's see. Pistols. Pistols kill me up close. I'll be using a submachine gun, and some guy will kill me with that burst, the B23R or whatever it is. I get killed by that Executioner sometimes, man, that shotgun pistol. I'll use the 5.7 sometimes, man. That gun seems pretty good, too. I just think that they did a good job at making all of the guns good enough to where you can use them and not feel like you're just totally screwed by using them. There's a lot of people out there knifing only, running around with their combat knife and like 6 perks, That's pretty cool. I just think that there's a lot of diversity in this game, and that's pretty cool. You're not forced to use anything. You just use what you want to. I kind of thought Ghost would change a lot once I got it, but you can't even stand still long enough to reload before you start showing up again on the minimap with Ghost. Like, you literally have to constantly be moving to not show up on the radar with Ghost. So, I don't even know how much. I might just stop running that perk, but I just feel like sometimes it does benefit me, so I'll keep running it. But yeah, the customization in this game is really great as far as what guns you have to choose, and the pick 10 system is really great as far as like there's nothing that you have to use. Like, you can give up with some things that you don't use, like secondaries or maybe one tactical grenade, and that way you can have 3 attachments, or you can have a first, second, or third perk or something like that. Things that you would have not normally been able to have in another Call of Duty game that you can use now. Because normally in any other Call of Duty, you have a primary and a secondary, 1 attachment on each of those. That's 4 points. 3 perks, that brings you to 7. And then you had a lethal grenade and 2 tacticals. But now you can like interchange some of those things. You know, you're not losing anything that you used to be able to have unless you want to gain something that you couldn't have normally had before, if that makes any sense. I've heard people say that they don't want to give up this for that. It's like, well, you're only giving up something if you want to be able to get something that you never used to be able to have on a class. You know what I mean? So it makes more sense that way, like to me at least. I don't know. But yeah, I do have a couple criticisms though. So like the huge thing for me is the customization, like the pick 10, the gun balance, and you know all that. But a couple score streaks. I love the way that they implemented earning score, like UAV assist, counter UAV assist, lightning strike kill, hellstorm kill. All of these things give you points, but they don't give you like full kill points. Like you're not getting enough points as you would, or the same amount of points as you would have gotten if you'd have killed somebody with your gun. You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty cool. And then rewarding the objective, like you basically get double the points for a kill for confirming it. You get double the points for a kill as you would in domination for capturing a opposing flag, like a flag that the other team has. So a lot of these things, planting a bomb in demolition, I think gets you 150 or 200 or something, and actually blowing up the bomb gives you 300. Like there's just massive amounts of points to be made by actually playing the objective, and I think that's a great thing. Here's this MSMC with silencer and millimeter scanner that I picked up. And this millimeter scanner that a lot of people were worried about, you actually have to be sitting still in a corner, like in a room for a while, to actually show up on this. Like you see guys that are coming around the corner that I couldn't see until they actually came in because they weren't just like sitting still. So people were worried about this. The guys actually have to be completely motionless to actually be shown through that little scanner thing there. But anyways, the matchmaking in this game, man, I do not want to play tryhards all the time in this game. This game right here that you're watching, I was lucky enough to be paired up with some guys that the game doesn't think... I hate to say that I'm better than certain people, but like the game ranks as lower than me, I guess, and as far as matchmaking goes, because these guys weren't that good that I'm playing against. But for the most part, if I'm either playing by myself or I'm the party leader or whatever, like we just get matched up against some of the biggest tryhard kids you'll ever see. And I don't understand it. Like, I don't want to play like that every time. I was a huge supporter of like league play and playing against like people that are the same level as you, and like having a competitive game, competitive arena, close games, exciting games. And I still am. I actually enjoy these kind of games when they come around, but I don't want to play like that every day, every night, every game. Like, and that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm forced to try hard every single time I play this game. Like, I can't just kick back and talk to some of my friends online, drink a couple beers, and play this game. Like, I have to 100% focus every time I play this game, and I don't want to do that. There needs to be some kind of balance. Like, maybe 60 or 70% of the time, you can do that. Match me up against people my skill level. But give me that 30 or 40% where, you know, I'm playing against guys that are worse than me or something like that, or a little bit worse than me. Like, it doesn't have to be just total noobs, but give me a break every now and then, you know? Like, I don't know. I was in, like, the way that we were told before this game came out, because I kept up with all this news, was that standard matchmaking would still be the same and it would just be completely random. And then they said that league play would be used for the competitive arena and matching you up against people your own skill level, but that's clearly not the case. I don't know what Treyarch uses as far as score per minute, kill death ratio, win-loss. Maybe they combine them all into like one metric or something. But they definitely have skill-based matchmaking, because I can join in somebody's session in progress that the game considers like worse than me or has like a worse stats, and I go into the game and those kids that he's playing against suck. But then the people that, you know, we would find if I was searching or I searched a game and he joined my session, he gets pissed off. He's like, man, these guys are fucking tryhards. Why would I want to play against these kids? It almost forces you to play by yourself, and that ties into the connection. The connection in this game is so wishy-washy, man. Like, if you get a 3-bar or a 2-bar in this game, you may as well just back out, dude. It's like worse than having a 1-bar in other games, it feels like. And I don't really know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. I can't complain too much because I feel like I have a pretty decent connection most of the time. But on the rare occasion that I do get a 3-bar, man, I just want to kill myself, dude. Like, I can't even play the game. So we'll just have to see what they do. I think a big part of it is, in Black Ops, man, the couple big things that everybody really liked was it took more bullets to kill. Like, you actually had to keep your shot on target. You had to shoot people for longer and keep your shot on target with the recoil. And like, people like you used to say, oh, that's more gun skill, you know, you're keeping your shot on target. And then that the game was more slower paced, and it seems like they just went the complete opposite. I feel like I just die so fast in this game, just like instantly almost. And the game is so fast paced that you barely have time to think. So I just don't know what Treyarch was kind of thinking when they made this, or at least as far as the map design and stuff like that. But I don't know. You heard some of my likes, some of my dislikes. I guess the jury's still out for me. I don't know exactly how I feel just yet about this game, but you guys be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.